I've never done this before, but what do you see in my future while I'm here?
Çok olumlu. Bu tatilin sana çok iyi gelecek. Yani tempolu, hani oradan oraya inanılmaz keyif alacak. Manevi olarak da kendini çok iyi hissedeceksin ve unutulamaz.
Welcome to Istanbul! This is my first trip to Istanbul, and I have completely fallen in love. It's a captivating blend of ancient culture juxtaposed with a cool modern sensibility, making it a playful and awesome destination for everyone. Woo! This is honestly one of the coolest cities that I've ever been to, and I can't wait to tell you about it.
Hi, Sibley.
How
Welcome.
are you? And joining us on the first leg of our journey. So excited. Wow, we have the whole table full of food. Lifelong Istanbul resident and local tour guide Koray Süren.
Today, we're going to enjoy the typical Turkish breakfast.
Break it down for me.
Simit
We love it.
with milk cream, we call this kaymak.
Kaymak.
Pastries, we have halloumi cheese in here.
Oh, this is my favorite.
And of course, Turkish tea.
I love the Turkish tea.
For us, breakfast
you.
is a must.
Oh yeah, so good. I have to keep talking about this view behind me.
Yes, you are in heaven.
Well, I knew that already.
So we are at the Bosphorus. Istanbul has got two sides. Now we are in Europe. And the other part,
Asia.
well done. And as you see, we have high sea traffic because in our city has nearly 18 million people.
Wow.
We have everything all in one.
I'm glad we fueled up because we got a lot to cover.
We have just started actually.
I know. We're in the old city. Let's get down to business.
We are standing between over than 1,000 years.
Wow, you can feel it. The city, previously known as Constantinople, served as the capital for the Eastern Roman and the Ottoman empires, leading to its name change after 1923 when the Republic of Turkey was born.
We take care almost everything which came from Roman period, such as Hagia Sophia.
I did not imagine how gorgeous and beautiful and stunning it is inside of here.
This is one of a kind. It was built as typical Roman temple because it was the main church in the Constantinople. So the Turks we came, we slightly add something to convert as a mosque. But whatever we see, 90% the materials come from 6th century.
Wow. Obviously, things have changed over the years, but to still have the Christian influence, the Muslim influence together,
Yes.
it's a beautiful thing.
All in one.
Yeah, all in one. Just next door to the Hagia Sophia is the Basilica Cistern.
This was a water reservoir in the Roman period.
That's amazing. This subterranean labyrinth is a must-see before heading to the world-famous Sultan Ahmet Mosque, commonly known as the Blue Mosque. I think I understand now why the nickname came about.
The tiles are the last examples of one of the oldest Turkish arts.
They're beautiful. Everything in here is gorgeous. No matter your background, a trip to Istanbul is bound to be a spiritual experience. But we'll need to take the ferry to the Asian side to enjoy spirits of a different kind. All right, we're on our way. It's time to grab a drink. Across the Bosphorus is Moda. Here, the pace seems a bit more relaxed, and its sense of community and creativity pairs perfectly with an evening cocktail. Hey, how are you? cross continents to come here.
Yes.
But I want to know more about this area.
It's so diverse, actually. You know,
Yeah.
like you can find old people living with their grandchildren, or you can find an artist living his bohemian life.
Where's my drink? Are we ready? Owner and bartender Burak Ayaz has made a name for himself, creating unique cocktails inspired by the diverse flora of Turkey.
The coffee is ready. You want to smell it? The whole composition is a bit like espresso martini.
Cocktail culture out here. Everyone wants a craft cocktail.
Yep. The affinity of Turkish people is to try new flavors. This is the star
How
of the
pretty
coffee.
is
Yeah.
that?
And I see a lot of people are getting more interesting on what they're drinking.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I came across the continent for this.
Did you eat something on the ferry?
Simit.
Simit, right? I have one.
Oh. Using a complex enzyme to convert the starch of simit to delicious sugars, Burak prepares one of the most creative cocktails I have ever seen. Science.
Yeah, a little bit of science. And we call this drink martı, which is the Turkish word for seagull.
A delicious blend of simit, ayran, and rakı, an ode to one of Istanbul's most popular foods,
And it's on a seagull bite size.
and a small gift that can be offered to a wayfaring seagull. I could hug you right now. This is the cutest, most thoughtful drink.
Yeah.
All in one. How do you say cheers in Turkish?
It's şerefe.
Şerefe. This place is very busy.
It is. It's a daily hustle.
Istanbul is a shopper's paradise.
You dive in, you cannot get out.
Right. And the historic Grand Bazaar is where it all began.
It started built around 15th century. It was the center of the historical city. It's still one of the oldest and largest covered markets of the world.
Okay. Joining me for the day is Istanbul's own entrepreneur, fashion blogger, and founder of Maritza Fashion Boutique, Meriç Küçük, to show me some of her favorite stalls and stores around town.
Still, we use it very actively for precious gems, for gold, like for tradings, for clothing, or just daily shopping.
What's your favorite thing about it?
I like to visit ateliers a lot.
Okay.
That's where you can meet the real artisans.
Under, over. The time it takes to put a piece like this together is why it makes this place so special.
This is the shop I wanted to take you.
Yes.
This is the place you can find very special Turkish, like Anatolian, hand-woven fabrics.
Wow.
Turkish design.
This is gorgeous.
I visit here a lot when I'm furnishing my own house, also when I'm doing collaborating with other brands, because you can find very unique motifs, the colors, color combinations. It's just one of a kind.
Listen, I love it. How do we do the bargaining? How do we make this happen? You're smiling.
You need to
know.
go with the flow, but I would say be fair.
Okay, so how much is this one?
For a good price, 800.
Okay.
I think we can do 750.
Oh. Here goes, here it goes.
Okay, 750.
Thank you.
The Grand Bazaar began as a marketplace for trading cloth and jewelry. So fittingly, our next stop is just around the corner from the bazaar's gates to check out one of the most famous jewelers in Turkey. These pieces are gorgeous.
They're all one of a kind, all
Right.
unique. The reason why we have so much domes and Istanbul scenery in our design is because our founder and head designer Sevan Bıçakçı grew up around here. He started to work in Grand Bazaar at the age of 12, and he's been influenced by the history and the architecture of Istanbul.
Wow. I love how all the pieces, Sevan takes the old school elements and then mixes things with the modern, and it just works perfectly.
Exactly, that's
Yeah.
the case.
It's gorgeous. Okay, so what area are we in now?
Now we are in Çukurcuma.
Çukurcuma.
Yes.
Oh, I got it right.
Yes,
Okay.
perfectly.
I know you used to live here. What is the area known
Yes.
for?
I love this place. This area, especially these couple of streets, are very well known for their antiques. is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Istanbul. You will see very historical and beautiful buildings. And throughout the years, each ethnic group bring their own cultural things.
Gotcha.
Some of them already left to their own countries, but they left some treasures behind. It's not a coincidence that many artistic pieces, like vintage items, coming together in this neighborhood. I'm gonna take you to one of the best shops that you can find in the neighborhood,
I can't
which
wait.
is Allure House.
Let's do it.
Isn't it nice?
It's beautiful.
As a customer, I love the collection.
Yes.
So every time I come here, not just for the antiques, also for the paintings, for the modern art too.
Stepping out of the past and into the modern Galata port, a haven for unique and fashion-forward trends from local designers. Creativity runs deep out here in Turkey. Am I wrong?
I agree. You know, it's a very cosmopolitan city.
Yeah.
So it's a mixture of different emotions, different ethnic groups, lots of different energy in the city, and you can pick one, or sometimes you can combine one.
This is adorable.
Yes. So, do you want to try anything on today?
Yes, girl. Stop it right now. I'm sold. Whoever has the credit card, pull it out.
Voila!
That is gorgeous.
What do you think?
I think you look stunning. How do you feel?
I feel powerful.
Yes. It looks so strong. and
That's what I was
structured.
talking about.
Yes, that's what you're looking for. Oh, that was so much fun. First Look is supported by Go Turkey. My trip to Istanbul would not be complete without some indulgences. And in this town, they make that so easy. Hello!
Hello, welcome.
Thank you. Oh no! All the flavors. Wow.
Extra for you. Woo! Yes.
Oh no, now there's people
Hello?
watching.
Foray. Try. It's okay.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. After a few days of some incredible sightseeing, I'm treating myself to some pampering at the Çakıcama Hamam, a modern bathhouse with some age-old rituals. The roots of the Turkish hammam stem from the Roman Empire, where bathhouses existed not only for cleansing, but for socializing.
Hi, welcome, Sibley. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Moving through these marbled chambers, the temperature begins to rise.
The heat from the stone is relaxing my body. The water feels so good on my skin. Everything here feels really relaxing and calming.
My steam bath gives way to a full body scrub.
It's just polishing everything off. It feels good. Everything about the trip has been great, but I think this might be my favorite.
Followed by a bubble massage.
I would absolutely move here for this. Just saying.
A sweet finish to my day of indulgences brings me to Giritli Restaurant. In a charming old Sultanahmet house is where chef and restaurateur Ayşe Şensilay cooks up family recipes and Istanbul favorites in an open-air kitchen. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. And then we mix in dried apricot. It's so good. I'm gonna eat all of it, and then I'm gonna get out of your way, because I'm kind of useless, right?
Yes.
You're not supposed to agree to that. Giritli, the name of your beautiful establishment. What does that mean?
From a Crete island, Giritli.
During the Ottoman era, alcohol was prohibited, so meyhanes, or taverns, proliferated as safe places for people to gather and drink. And over the centuries, rakı would eventually become the drink of choice, dethroning wine and spirits, and meyhanes became full-fledged restaurants. And then we enjoy all this. And at Giritli, you can enjoy an endless string of homemade dishes called
Meze,
meze.
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 Like this.
Small plates, right?
Small plate. Always small plate. 60 minimum.
16 minimum?
Minimum, yes. You must try this before. Fazla zeytinyağlı olduğu için mideyi temizleyen bir şey ilkten rakıya, fazla yüksek alkole karşı.
Health benefits.
Yes.
Oh, you're feeding? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna eat from it.
You must test it, everything.
I am. Bye, everyone. Mussels, right?
Muscles.
I love it. I'm trying more. So delicious.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing with me. We're family now.
Maybe.
No, not maybe. It's too late. I'm staying here. In a city as ancient as Istanbul, there are hidden gems around every corner. Magnificent. I've never seen something like this. And we found one, quite literally, at the modern Ataturk Cultural Center. This red dome, this is where all the magic happens, right?
Yes, the Atatürk Cultural Center is iconic. We have opera and state opera and ballet company.
Like much of Istanbul, this gorgeous building is where tradition meets innovation. Why come here if you're a visitor?
You can catch everything. We have library, cinema hall, cafes. Also, we have a children's art center.
I see a lot of younger audiences walking into the dome, something you don't really see going into an opera.
Yes, when I was visit foreign countries, I play trombone at the opera events. I see very old audience, but in Turkey, we have a lot of young audience every time.
Do you still play the trombone?
Yes.
Now I have to come back to see that too.
Next time, maybe I can play.
But tonight, it's all about Carmen. In Istanbul, art is displayed on many stages. Thank you. I was taught a Turkish saying, eat sweet, talk sweet.
Sharing a meal starts a beautiful conversation between people. That's the sweetest part of life.
At the Michelin-starred restaurant Neo Locale, Turkish traditions inspire a culinary renaissance of flavors and artistry. Chef Asghar, what is it like to be a fine dining chef?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't call myself a fine dining chef because what we're doing here is refining our traditions, so it's a refined dining restaurant.
There you go.
By taking it up to a fine dining scene, I was trying to prove something for the young generation of chefs. We act like an institution for the future.
And what better way to eat sweet than with Jericho artichoke ice cream?
I'm from the southern eastern part of Turkey. My culinary background is Mesopotamian cooking. It requires many flavors and tastes.
Oh, wow.
Carrots, cauliflowers.
Yes.
The second one is inspired from the star of Seljuk Empire with quince, carrots, and chestnuts.
That is so good. You're an artist.
When you look at my plates, what you see is humble, imperfect cooking.
Oh, this makes me so happy.
Bringing modern ways of thinking and understanding, combining them together into this beautiful, as you say, piece of art.
Istanbul, this beautiful place that I've been checking out. What is inspiring to you about being here?
The imperfection. Imperfection of the balance of the history and modernity. It's a melting pot of different cultures, different traditions and understandings. It inspires me a lot to bring more and more to what I'm doing.
Hearing the prayers throughout the city like that, it's beautiful.
It makes you feel the city, actually.
As the clear water of the Bosphorus reflects a place of artistic expression, a rich culture, cool new friends, and centuries of history, one thing's for sure: my first trip to Istanbul will not be my last.